Hi, and thank you for joining me today as I walk you through Canva and show you how to create a Facebook cover. There's a couple ways you can do this. You can click Create a Design. Of course, it'll show these up here at the top. And then you can also click More. And then clicking More, it'll drop or pull up more ways that you can, or more different ones that you can create. And you just choose whichever one that you want to create. Of course, we want to create a Facebook cover. So we would select Facebook cover, which is 828 by 315. So we would select that. After you've actually set up your account, then you can go in and start being able to upload your own photos into Canva. It will also pull up these here for you here on the left hand side, different ones that you can go ahead and use. If you just you decide you want to just create something quick, it gives you different ones that you can use. Some of them are free and then some are paid. And what you would do is you just keep scrolling until you see all the free ones that they have available. And then it will start showing you the ones that are paid. So that's basically how that goes. There's different ones, like I said, that you can use for different parts of your promotions and marketing and things like that. The ones that you don't see the free, where it says free, it has a crown and free. Those are the ones that are paid, and as you scroll over those, it will have a dollar sign to let you know that those are paid. Normally they're like $1 or $2. If it's more, it'll definitely tell you how much more it is once you actually click on it. It'll actually have the Canva logo in the background until you pay for it, and then it will go away. That's how that works. So I'm gonna select one of these. I'm gonna select that one. I want to change the photo. So if you wanted to highlight over these can be changed. If you wanted to make them a little bit lighter, you would click on this little shaded area here and it'll come up to call it transparency. And then you would see it's at 100, which means it's full-blown blast black on the background. If you wanted to lighten that up, you would just select that little dot and keep pulling it back until it meets the color that you want it to be. So let's put it at 60 for that. I'm going to do the same thing here. I want it to also be 60. So that one is set at 60 as well. So now to change the image, we want to make sure that we highlight the image. I want to go and select one of any one of these I have, and I'm going to do it with that. It already has a cover, a transparency cover on top of your photo, which is doing the same thing as what it is doing here. So basically, you just take the transparency and it's at 100 there, but there's a color on top. So this is the actual where you would find that color at, and then you would select the palette that you want if you wanted to have it on there, or you can leave it the way it is right now. It's what is called a filter. And then it will tell you, that's how you change the filter. So that's where the intensity of that picture is. If you wanted it all the way back to where it says normal, then you would click normal, but right now it's on Cali, and I think that's fine. If you wanted to switch it to any one of these other ones, then you're able to do that. You just have to select it here. So I like the way it is here. And then I'm actually not going to change any wording on it. I like the way that is because it actually meets that particular photo. Just don't procrastinate. Just do what you have to do. But to even add text to it, I'm going to do what they call add a new page. Actually, I'm going to copy this one, and you just press to copy it. You press this little copy thing here, and I'm going to remove this right here. I'm going to take the text off. That's really all I want to take off. There we go. So I would just delete that. That says delete. And so now we don't have any text at all. So to add text, you would click on text. And here's where you would select it. If there's a certain text that you wanted to add, you could do so from here. just by clicking on any one of those, and what you see here would pop up over here. For instance, I'm just going to click on this. So now you see it pops up there on the screen. I'm going to remove the shading here. So I need to move this really, really quick. And then put this back. So being that it is a kind of light color that we have as far as a background, you would want to make that dark so that you're able to see it. The way you would change that is, of course, select it and then go up here where the color, pick a color area is, and then you could slide down and choose your own color palette or put a color palette, a new one in there, and it would allow you to do that. You can also search for colors here. If you're not particular on your actual color that you use, you can choose from the screen here, or the color coding here. And if you, as you choose whichever one you want, it will show you what that particular color code number is. And then you just, if you wanted to use it for the next one, I normally just copy and paste. So I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to grab down here in the next area, and the next wording. Oh, and then sometimes it'll leave the color there, so that's the same color. So I'll just click that, and now it shows the same color I just chose a second ago. But that's pretty much how you add a photo to the background, and also how you add text. But you're probably saying, Dorothy, how do I add, if I just put the design, or if I just custom design one and there's no background there already? The way that you can do that, you can do it two ways. You can do elements, or you can do layouts. Layouts is much quicker, because that's how we started out, because you can just click on the ones that have the photos already there, and then you're able to just drop that, to take it over into that next area and make it work there. If you do elements, then you want to choose frames, and then just to have a solid frame, there's different ones, but just to have it where it is a solid frame where you can just take the picture and drop it in. I would scroll down just a bit, and then you can do it this way, or you could choose, I think this is the correct size here, and even if not, you can stretch it out as far as you need to. But keep in mind, if you stretch this out as far as you need to, then it's the photo is going to stretch across however long that is. So say if we did leave that the way it is, just be aware that that's going to do just that, but then you have a little bit of room to maneuver it and make it fit the way you need it to fit. So Canva has a lot of flexibility in that aspect. So that's one way of being able to try different things. I always tell people, test out Canva and see what you can and can't do, and then practice as often as you can. That's how you get proficient in using these kind of tools. So hopefully this has been helpful, and thanks again for popping in.